Welcome to the Fearfic Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-horde Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
Hey, buttfuckers. No sleep or no sleep again.
Oh,
last
no
one
sleep
this time.
or no sleep.
Oh, I'm gonna guess no sleep.
So you're spoiling it. They're all no sleep titles.
They are all 100% true. I'm not even going to play this time. No, this time we have 7 real, 3 fake.
7 real,
Oh,
3 fakes.
Mm-hmm.
Featuring
So
Lil White.
We're going to be guessing whether which ones are real no sleep titles versus fake no sleep titles.
And the fake
Yep.
no sleep titles were made up by Abysmii alone, with no help from anyone. Not Paprika, not anybody. Correct?
Paprika would not. That would require so many levels of, like, obscure
Love
shit. She
of
has
you?
no.
Oh.
No, not that. She should be like, help me come up with fake no sleep titles. You want me to do what with the what? So, yeah, I have made these 3 fake ones up. All right, are the contestants ready? Hi, I'm your co-host, Financially Solvent.
You're the co-host
okay.
who's the main host?
Paprika, she's not here.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, here we go.
Yes.
My senile mother wrote me a poem on her deathbed. I think it was a prophecy for the extinction of man.
Real.
Fake.
Real.
Fake.
One real, one fake.
The reason I don't think that's real is because nobody on Reddit knows their
What a
extended
poem
family.
is.
None of them know their extended family. Barely any of them have a father in their life. So
We're not guessing whether these are based off of reality. They're all 100% fake.
they're based on
And
reality.
nothing about them is believable.
Whoops, there goes gravity.
We're guessing whether or not these fake stories were actually written.
All right. The spite I felt, the spite I loved, the spite he won't forgive.
Now, that sounds fake to me. Like you just saw, like you know how Reddit puts in like advertisements in
Yeah.
between everything. That sounds like you
Mhm.
just edited an ad for Sprite.
Sprite in the morning, Sprite in the evening, Sprite when you can't sleep.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Oh, how about some Dirty Sprite? You guys ever tried Dirty Sprite?
Is that like lean or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
No.
I'm gonna go with real.
Yeah, I actually would go with real. Joking aside.
Okay. I work at the CDC, and we have no idea just how much of a threat the coronavirus really poses.
Oh God. Oh, that's so tasteless.
Not as tasteless as the one I didn't put in here because I put it on Twitter, but it was basically, oh God, the school shooter was actually a monster or some shit like that.
God. Yeah. Yeah, I think didn't you tweet that one out or something?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. That's why I didn't put it in here. But if I'd seen that before all this, I would have put it in.
It was something like, I can't remember it exactly, but it was something like,
Yeah.
my school is on lockdown due to a shooter, but they won't tell you it's really a monster or something.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Fuck. That's just so tasteless.
There's so many ways to do that wouldn't be that beyond the pale, but
Anyway.
I'm gonna go with real because you kind of like let it slip that one is also real by proxy.
I'm gonna
And
say
Slimebeast?
fake because I don't believe Abysmii even when he slips up. He's a lying son of a bitch.
Oh boy. Okay. I had rabies for 6 years. Doctors tried to cure me using the Milwaukee protocol.
Oh, that's fake, but I gotta give you props, Abysmii. That is a great title.
And
I
Slimebeast?
love the concept of the Milwaukee Protocol.
I'm gonna say that's 100% real.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Abysmii wrote it, and posted it up. So that's his little cheat. He wanted to scam us, so he wrote that story, posted it up, and so we would say it was fake.
Scam you. Oh, like actually made it and put it up there.
Yeah.
If you pass by a church with both of its doors open at night, whatever you do, do not go in. The devil is a liar.
Oh.
Now, is this part of the Devil is a Liar series?
The Devil is a Liar, part 32 of 87.
I always make sure to put the part in if that is part of the title, but there is no part to this title.
The Devil is a Liar, part 42. The devil now is just driving the car a little bit further every time I try to get in. Come on, get in the car, dude. No, seriously, get in the car. Come on. Gotcha again.
Real.
I will say fake because I want to say more than 3 are fake.
Okay. There's a creature running around in my small town, and I think someone knows about it.
That is a Green Day lyric. There's a creature running around in my small town.
I do have a daydream that one of these days someone's just going to straight up like rip the lyrics from some death metal album or something, and I'm going to like recognize it when we read it and just have that aha moment.
There should be a No Sleep story where it says, I'm just going to shake, 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 shake.
The monster came up to me and I was like, ah, and then I was staying alive.
Mm-hmm.
Staying alive.
That's right.
And, I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. I'm going to say, fake.
Yeah, definitely fake. I agree.
Okay. Today I discovered my aunt's Ouija board. I summoned something and need help putting it back.
The board, or what did they summon? I need help putting it back.
I can't reach the top shelf.
Yes. Oh.
I'm 12 and don't know how to work this.
Abysmii, goddammit. Dead Pallet, you figure that out. I'll be right back. I have to go think about this one in the corner.
That's where he left his Ouija board.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that one is fake. It's really generic. Might be real. I don't know.
All right, so I'm
going to go with fake.
I just got back. We're agreeing on fake. Okay, fake.
Okay.
As long as we both say that more than 3 are fake, we're guaranteed to be wrong.
I haven't been keeping track whatsoever.
My name is Maya Ben Al-Nath. I am an Israeli Shabak agent. My life has gotten a bit strange, ellipses, but I'm definitely physically healthy and probably not insane.
What? What was that name again?
Maya Ben Al-Nath.
MBA?
Technically.
Interesting. So MBA.
I will say that Ben Al-Nath is hyphenated.
As a lawyer, Abysmii has his MBA, so I'm going to say that's fake.
That's not required to get your... Okay.
You don't need any law degree to be a lawyer. That's just a myth.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, no, you don't. You can just pass the bar.
You can be a journeyman lawyer. I've traveled these roads, and I may not be any big city lawyer that's ever attended any sort of high school, but I am.
I travel these
lawyer.
lonely roads.
I took the bar test, and I bubbled in the right bubbles, and I accidentally got a passing grade.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I am legally...
Every answer was B.
1 fake.
Fake.
2 fake. Last one. Just a dream.
Oh, man,
real.
that is 100% fucking real. That is the one real title out of all of these.
So you both think real?
DP, do you think it is real?
All right. Starting from the top. These first 7 are real.
Okay, I got
my
all those
senile
right.
mother. My senile mother wrote me a poem on her deathbed. I think it was a prophecy for the extinction of man. That was real. Slimebeast got that wrong. Brandon got that right.
I got it right.
No. The spite I felt, the spite I loved, etc. That was real. Both of you got that right.
I got that right, yeah.
I had rabies for 6 years. That was real. Brandon got it wrong. Slimebeast got it right.
I was right again.
This was the one with the Milwaukee Protocol, which, Milwaukee Protocol sounded so funny to me,
Dude,
so I had
it's
to
good.
include that.
I love it. Write down in the comments what you think the Milwaukee Protocol is.
It's where you just feed someone nothing but cheese until they're
Right.
better.
No, the Milwaukee Protocol is what RCP 310 does. The Milkman Slenderman who turns you into a cow.
Yeah.
There's a creature running around my small town, and I think someone knows about it. That was real. We both thought it was fake.
Now, was
and
that...
I included that because it was fucking dumb. There's a creature running around, and I think someone knows about it. Well, obviously you, because you wrote the title.
Okay, so first of all, I said that. First of all, I got that right. But second of all, was that written by Billy Joe Green Day, the lead singer of Green Day?
I didn't look for the author.
No.
My name is Maya Ben Al-Nath. I'm an Israeli Shabak agent, blah, blah, blah. That is real. Didn't make that up. And the funny thing about this one is it keeps getting deleted, and they keep having to tweak the title because it keeps getting deleted for its insane butt-fuck title.
Are you sure it's not other reasons? Are you sure it's not other biases that's getting it deleted?
Maybe.
Man, No Sleep's canceled for its anti-Semitism.
I'm actually looking at the thread right now, the latest one. It was deleted, and the moderator, the reason for its deletion, it says, get a real name, like Mary Jones. Okay.
Maya Ben Al-Nath, Mary Benjamin...
Mary Ben Drowned.
Alnell.
I like the idea of, like, No Sleep is a subreddit for realistic horror stories. Everything here is true, even if it's not. And then someone makes a story, it's like, 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust, and the comments are just like, no way, that's unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
No Sleep's going to change their logo to a Palestinian flag tomorrow. Just watch. All right, Just a Dream is real. Both of you guessed that correctly. Here are the 3 that I made up. I work at the CDC, blah, 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 coronavirus. Made that up.
Yep.
Brandon got it right. Slimebeast got it wrong.
No, I got it right.
If you pass by a church with both of its doors open at night, I made that up. Same split.
Nope.
Brandon got it right. Slimebeast got it wrong.
Nope.
And then today I discovered my aunt's Ouija board. Both of you thought that was fake, and it was.
And it was.
So that, for anybody keeping track, that is Slimebeast clearing the board, getting everything right. Dead Pallet with 0.
Or like clearing your Ouija board.
Clearing the Ouija board. That's not that hard. It's just like one little piece.
Yeah.
I won. It's like we were playing with the Ouija board. I know, I won.
I'm still alive. I win. Fucking ghost. Loser.
Fucking tampered with the devil.
What if you tried to summon a spirit, but I'm sure somebody else has done this, but it was like with Monopoly or Battleship.
Ooh. You could summon dead World War II soldiers lost at sea by playing Battleship. That'd be cool.
Go to any no man's land you can get yourself to and bring a chessboard.
Yeah.
If you can beat, on Christmas Eve, if you can beat
St. Nicholas.
This St. Nicholas, Comrade St. Nicholas of the German Luftwaffe.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's in the Luftwaffe and then he's in no man's land. That doesn't make any sense, Brandon.
Sir, the Germans are using sled technology. Sleighs.
Oh.
Donder, Blitzen. I don't know. I don't know.
So
that's the episode. See you all next time.
See ya.
Oh, I gotta read stuff.
Fine.
I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes, and we're reading No Sleep stories. The one we're reading is, I saw a never-before-seen Top 15s video, and now I wish I hadn't.
Cannot believe that got through.
It's still up for 2 fucking months.
And
who wrote this?
Who's the author?
Double.
Oh.
Okay, Double did. Okay,
Double
great.
wrote this.
He double dipped.
Perfect.
And posted this on No Sleep. I don't know how that's double dipping, but yeah.
Double Comics fucking pulled this off under the name KindStrangerPlatinum, and it's been up for 2 months.
And it has, and now I wish I hadn't in it. And oh god, No Sleep, you garbage fire.
You garbage fuckers. It has a reasonable. Go ahead.
For the record, we've had was it Lawlett dunked on them?
Yeah.
And now Double is dunked on them.
Right.
So that's a double dip of you getting dunked on, and, and these stories staying up.
It's a triple dip, a triple dunk, a double triple. Because way back in the day, I know I've mentioned this before, but I posted "Cool Cat Kills the Kids" on No Sleep, and it stayed up for a year or more before getting removed.
Why after a year? Like, would you even, unless someone reported it,
Probably.
maybe? I can't imagine them
Derek
going
Savage
back.
did, yeah.
Derek's...
This is
Maybe.
not true!
Maybe.
But I want to point out this has 38 upvotes, so this has positive upvotes.
Mm-hmm.
It has a reasonable number of comments, and it has a comment that was deleted by a moderator, meaning moderators have been in this thread.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And make sure that you, please go and go into the description and upvote this, because it's pure gold. We haven't read it yet, but we can already agree this is a great story.
Oh, hell yeah.
Make it the most upvoted no-sleep story of all time. Get rid of all that sugar daddy, glass jars, dementia bullshit. Get rid of all that sentimental crap.
Fearfic Nation.
Fearfic
Nation. I saw a never-before-seen Top 15s video, and now I wish I hadn't. I love countdown videos. There's just something about seeing the face of someone moments before death, or a hidden creature in the corner of a photo, or that
this
saving me
that,
the trouble.
Yeah,
this photo or that saving me the trouble of Googling it.
It's so great. These videos are so wonderful.
I check YouTube every hour on the hour to see what new video is put out.
Yes. F5.
I know. Waste of time, but there's not much to do here in my small town.
Go ahead. No. You have to get a clear reading of that for our audience, because some of them are not going to be opening the story. Let's face it.
I know.
Okay.
Waste of time, but there's not much to do here in my small town of Brampton.
Number Brampton. Brampton Flampton. The last flamp you want to Brampton your Glampton.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh,
okay.
Anyway, my favorite YouTuber for this top 15s, or for this is top 15s, or Chills. Say what you want about him. He's so awesome. I watch his videos over and over and over. Oh, and by the way, I love his voice.
Thank you very much.
He was the first list YouTuber I watched, and needless to say, I've become obsessed. In fact, I bought most of his merchandise, something I've never done with any YouTube celebrity.
What merchandise does he have? Does he have, like, chin guards with Chills written on them?
I think he has the foot lettuce Burger King logo thing as a shirt.
He just sends you, it's like Gamer Girl bathwater, he sends you a bag of lettuce his feet have been in.
No, he has a black shirt, and it just has, in Helvetica font, a 15.
Yes.
15.
Oh, God. Alright, blah, blah, blah. But the reason I'm writing this is because I saw something that made me second guess Chills. Guess number 2. That something in question was a video called Top 15 Worst. Yes, you read that right. Top 15 Worst. Here's how it went down.
I was checking the subreddit for Chills. I was looking at my yet another Burger King foot lettuce shit post when I got a DM. I checked it, and it was from a guy with the username 000live. He said, "Hey, I love Chills here. Here's a video never seen before." It was a link to YouTube.
I clicked it. God damn it, I clicked it. As you guessed, it was called Top 15 Worst.
As we guessed.
It started out normally, but Chills seemed off. The audio was grainy, and it was 20 seconds into the video, and he was still saying 15. It was too drawn out.
Okay, so I would hate to think that I might see a Chills video and he might seem off someday.
Right.
Ooh.
But what happened next will never leave my mind.
Number 15. Worst things in the world. Life.
The worst thing you want is to be granted with the gift of life.
The last thing you want to see in your life is life. Do you hate life? Leave in the comments below. My ears nearly bled when he said life. I covered them. How would you know your ears... Oh, wait, I'm seriously critiquing this. Never mind. How would you know your ears nearly bled? I sucked it back into my head. After looking at my hands, I saw blood. But then they did bleed. I turned my attention to the video and then looked at the screen. Aborted fetuses. Dead babies. Animals
The
being
same
mutilated.
thing. Am I right,
Yes.
pro-lifers?
Aborted fetuses, dead babies, animals being mutilated, 3 of the same thing. Blood everywhere, guts on the ceiling, beheadings, the 3 guys, 1 hammer video, that barrel scene from Megan is Missing, clips from a Serbian film, cannibal Holocaust, Holocaust videos, snuff films. It was just awful. Now we know why this is being allowed on No Sleep, because it references Holocaust videos.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. I leaned over and vomited. I vomited so much that it made a large puddle and nearly flooded my room.
How is this still here?
It's not flagged. After vomiting, I went back to watching the video.
Yes.
Absolute hero. Blood like you wouldn't believe, rotting corpses, pictures of Jeff the Killer and mass shooters, a scary clown with a dead baby's head. I couldn't stand it anymore. I scooted my chair and kept watching. Don't know why.
Hey kids, it's time for Fetus the Clown.
At the end of the video, it was a picture of Chills, but it wasn't.
Ooh.
His eyes were black except for red irises, blood oozing from the sockets,
No.
a wicked smile on his face. Then the video ended.
Oh.
3 weeks passed, and at exactly 3 a.m., I got a message from Reddit. I clicked it. It was from the guy who sent me the video. It said, "You're next. We'll update if I can."
We'll update if I can. Oh man. This needs to be a 15-part series.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I saw a never before seen top 15's video. Now I wish I hadn't. And in parentheses, number 15.
So this is a giant shitpost. It's fucking hilarious. And
Yeah.
no one in the comments is like, this is a shitpost.
How do you not?
Moderators
See it.
have been here. Oh my god, I don't get it.
I like how one of the comments is, "Chills explain," and then he follows up his own comment with, "I mean Dylan." Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
What was
Thank
the
you.
deleted comment, I wonder? The deleted comment
I
probably
don't know.
said, "Is this a shit post?" Question mark. Got nuked.
How dare you break the no sleep subreddit rules of never questioning anything.
Well, at least we know because No Sleep has removed plenty of stories for not being horror. At least we know what the standard is for what is horror. There you go.
Yeah.
Chills with bloody eyes.
Now, we're not actively suggesting you go and shitpost on no sleep.
Mhm.
We are not suggesting that.
We are not suggesting.
We are
anything about No
not
Sleep.
suggesting that you should make 6 million shitposts.
If you can somehow work in at least 10 Fear Fiction Podcast memes and get your story to stay up for 6 months, I am not suggesting that I will pay the first person to do that $50.
Well, double you have 4 months to go, bud.
I don't know. Did that have 10 memes in it? I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Probably more.
It had a lot of like shitposts, but I think the only like fearfic meme in there is Brampton.
Probably.
Oh yeah, Brampton. Number Brampton. Brampter King Foot Brampris.
But it's still pretty amazing. I like the idea of just vomiting so much that it floods your room, and like the repeated mentioning of like, man, it was awful.
I had to just keep
pay-
watching.
I had to keep watching. Okay, so now we're gonna read the Fleming Storage Unit number 18, preserving Prixis?
No, there's no R.
Pisces? Pisces. There we go.
Sure.
PYXIS. Author info, hyperthermal.
Yeah, it's good old hyperthermal.
Eighth.
And we're gonna read this Fleming Storage Unit story. If you don't know the Fleming Storage, anyway, let's read it.
My name is Markiplier. The Fleming Storage Unit is being taken over by Russians. Please help. SCP video? No? Okay, fine. Whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Is there anything new happening on that front? Because that's old news, isn't it?
They're looking
it's very
to
old news.
sue the dude.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's back in the news because of the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Question,
Okay.
Abysmii, as a lawyer, how much money does it take to file a notice that you want to have a trademark rejected?
Not a lawyer, and I don't know anything really about the Russian intellectual property courts. It's usually like a few $100 to open a case or something in America.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like if it's just an adversarial proceeding, it could be cheaper. It could just be, again, I don't know how the Russian system works, but at least here it's just, hey, this is fraudulent filing, and here's why, and you kind of just have to reopen everything.
All right, because I'm just wondering, because I remember when that whole Creepypasta trademark thing, I don't think anybody had to pay anything.
Well, that's because it was still under review.
Yeah.
It hadn't, as far as I can tell, the Russian one has been approved, and that's the problem.
Yeah, because the SCP Foundation didn't tell anybody about it until...
Yeah, good job, guys.
By the way, $1 US is 62 rubles.
Oh, well, there you go.
About.
Okay. There you go.
So
maybe it won't cost you much.
And let's see what the GoFundMe sits at. Why is Slimebeast worried about this? I just think it's interesting that the SCP legal funds to fight the Russian copyright or trademark troll currently stands at $141,860.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Holy shit. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Abysmii, you're in the wrong profession. You should be fighting Russian trademarks.
Apparently.
Comrade lawyer.
Yes. All right. So what do we got here? Prixus? Pixus?
Yeah, Fleming Storage Unit PPs.
Mm-hmm.
As the lightly rusted metal door shook and shambled up, the heavy odor of Old Spice Classic came at me as if it were a heavy fog of noxious nostalgia.
Wait, I thought you weren't allowed to keep... Wasn't one of the rules that there couldn't be a person in the locker? Yet this one has DP in it?
Do you think me the kind of individual to coat myself in Old Spice Classic?
Yes. Because it's funny, I do now.
Okay. Fair,
just, Just dripping in it, slicking your hair back with it. Just
Hey, I'm Johnny Old Spice.
Taking a swig.
That's why you keep getting kicked out of those gay bars.
Damn it.
They will not let you in a gay bar if they smell Old Spice on you.
They have a sniff test at the door? How embarrassing.
Oh my god, you're wearing Old Spice? For one, you're straight. Two, you're not getting laid here or anywhere else.
Goddamn.
My uncle, a technologically inclined man by the name of Samuel, used to apply this deodorant to himself in excess, and the scent has forever been associated with the good old days. With the good days. Not old. There's no old there. I got Old Spice brain right now. With the good days, I'd spent quality time with him when I was much younger. For hours on end, I would spend time close to him, playing games on the Sega Genesis, drawing the usual child's scribble masterpieces with crayon, and so on. Uncle Sammo, as I used to call him.
That's racist.
Yeah, Uncle Sambo.
Why do you go there after? Okay, fine.
I used to call him, had a distinct voice, like a Santa Claus performed by a Harvey Fierstein.
Hey, baby, how you doing? By the way, if somebody out there make a meme and write out Slimebeast and then put, like, in parentheses, says something mildly offensive, and then put next to that dead palette, says the offensive thing directly, and then put Slimebeast and put surprised Pikachu beneath it.
Performed by Harvey Weinstein. Raspy, rugged, and full of an undeniably positive energy. Being so young, I was mainly focused on spending time with him, rather than prodding and interviewing him about his life.
Damn.
As time went on, my main familial group moved around, going city to city, focusing on job and school opportunities, so separation from Sammo was inevitable. It was in sophomore year of college that I had learned that he had become a bit of a mysterious hermit, holed up in some shack in the Flathead Forest. The typical familial drama that was discussed rarely brought him up, and when other members spoke of his situation, it seemed as if he had died long ago. A year after graduation, I received a parcel from Samuel containing the key to Storage Unit 18, the assorted paperwork associated with it, and a hastily written memo that could only barely classify as a note, let alone a letter. I don't quite remember the exact message, as the pen ink used was smeared and smudged from oily fingers, but the gist is still clear in my mind. He wanted me to see a truth, but only when the time was right, no sooner, no later.
The oily fingers, because they're covered in Old Spice.
I have my entire life savings for stock in Old Spice Classic, and it's all in the storage unit. Get it out. I figured that being contacted by the police to inspect the unit had to have been it.
All right.
Well, that's a cool idea. The call to action is like, the police investigating this, and everyone is the main character of their own story. So this person is like, well, this is about my grandpa.
Good point.
And it's not. That's cool.
And I'm going to call it now, since we've already mentioned the Sega Genesis. At some point, this person is going to overhear somebody say to another person, I could whip your ass at Bubble Bobble.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
As the meager autumn lighting illuminated the unit's interior, the first thing that caught my eye were the 4 file cabinets. For the last 10 feet of the container, the cabinets were lined up on both walls, constricting the space considerably. The one in the far back right corner was covered in gray, glossy duct tape, with a small yellowed strip of paper on its front, with the same dimensions as the index card-sized note I received just 2 years prior. Of course, these cabinets weren't the only present objects, as the front was filled with clear plastic containers with Samuel's old belongings. These were my first order of business, partly to make way for more investigation, but mainly to see if I could find any priceless artifacts from my youth. Is that the end of my paragraph or what? I can't really tell.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're suffering from lack of paragraph breaks here.
If you or someone you know is suffering from lack of paragraph breaks, call Abysmii, real attorney.
No, just turn on spell and grammar check.
Call Abysmii to find out how.
Real licensed Russian attorney Abysmii.
My God.
It's Soviet Russia.
That's a good.
It's Soviet Russia patent files.
You're gonna get me in trouble with the fucking Soviets.
That's a good question. Can you fake being an eternity?
Yes, I am eternal.
If you figure out, please let me know.
I am forever. I am the great Abysmii.
Is it legal to pretend to be a Russian lawyer?
No.
No.
It's not legal to impersonate anybody.
So it is illegal.
Yes, it's illegal.
It's illegal to impersonate anybody, really? What about all those people who dress up as Jack Sparrow for Halloween?
That's not an impersonation, that's an homage.
What? Oh, okay. Can you do an homage of a Russian lawyer?
Sure.
Oh, can you get a restraining order against Russia?
Can I open up a law
it's called
office?
sanctions.
Can I open up a law office called Russian Attorney at Law Vodka Gorbinsky and make my life a homage to the great Russian lawyers?
Is it what was it, Vodka Gorbinsky?
Vodka Gorbinsky.
In the middle of that, is there the bear in quotation marks? Vodka the bear Gorbinsky.
I will fight for you with the power of many Russian bear.
Yes. I accept payment in vodka. And only vodka.
Really, I'm going to need a few shots of vodka before we start proceedings.
Other lawyers, they like mustard. It's for babies. I like vodka.
Could we just make Mustard Mason's arch rival?
Yes.
Oh boy.
He just
have
goes
fun writing that one.
He goes to Russia and is like trying to navigate their legal system. It's just like, all right, I'll take shots. I'll take tertiary shots. I'll take quaternary shots. All right, let's begin.
All right, okay. Case is adjourned for the day. Everybody lie down, and wife come in and kick us in head.
Everybody gets cabbage pierogies.
Counsel, approach bench. Are you currently intoxicated? No, Your Honor. Well, see, that's the problem. Bailiff, vodka stat.
Yes.
The bailiff is just
It's a bear.
throwing up. Yeah, it's just a bear.
On a
It's just a
unicycle.
bear.
With a hat.
Yeah. I like the idea where it's like, we have this character, Mustard Mason. Now, we've brought in you, a Russian, specialist, to tell us, how would we create the perfect enemy for Mustard Mason? Now, what is the Russian version of mustard? Vodka. No, I mean, like, what do you put on your sandwiches? Vodka?
Vodka.
No, like on your hot dogs, like a condiment? Vodka.
Oh man, I love the idea that you go to like a Russian McDonald's and there's
Yes.
there's just little packets of vodka.
Yes.
Hey, if you can get beer in German McDonald's, you can get vodka in Russian McDonald's.
God damn it.
Oh, I got fired from McDonald's. Okay, that doesn't look good on your resume. What happened? I gave my friends too many packets of vodka.
Yes. Oh my god.
So we're not reading this really good story.
Yeah, so far it's pretty strong.
Story.
It's,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm stuck
what
on the
we're doing.
idea of German McDonald's.
We that's right. We have a literary podcast.
Und now, der Clown! Hello, I am Clown. Everyone is going to die someday. It is very sad. Here is my big nose. Honk honk. See you. Goodbye.
It's more Big Mac.
Oh Christ!
Das ist
The
gut
con-
meal!
What is there a German showing up? Das is good meal. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
German McDonald's. Yeah.
That's true. The contents weren't really anything other than what I expected. One box held all of Samuel's VHS tapes, a collection of 80 movies with worn paper covers.
No.
Hmm?
No. Here are your 80 movies. Please stop. No more movies. More movies. Please, I can't watch this many. You will watch 80 movies.
You have accrued late fees. Oh, late fees for 80 movies. Redbox is going to be so mad.
Be kind. Rewind.
A collection of 80 80s movies
Oh.
with worn paper covers.
It's fucking 80 copies of Top Gun, and they're all wound to the volleyball scene.
Oh. It's 80 copies of the 3-tape set of Titanic.
Oh my god,
Oh.
guys. Somebody out there write an SCP, an RCP, or a CRP about 80 Top Gun video cassettes, but it's the entire runtime of the movie is just the volleyball game that never stops. It keeps going.
Ooh.
Just the
And not that I'm
montage.
going to see the sequel, but if the new one doesn't have a volleyball scene, then that movie isn't worth watching.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna have bocce ball because they're old now.
Why would you watch that if you could just like watch actual volleyball? And why would you watch actual volleyball if you could just watch pornography?
Yeah.
And the women in the volleyball scene don't even have wieners. That's pretty gay. 2 boxes were designated for his game collections, separated by whether they were Nintendo or Sega. Got to keep them separate, segregate them. That's what I always say.
Hey,
One box had-
the son of mine. Oh, sorry. Gotta keep them
One box-
separated.
God damn it.
Who made that song? They're canceled. That doesn't age well.
The Offspring, was it?
Offspring is so canceled.
Offspring, I think it canceled themselves. Was the last time you heard a song from them.
Well, okay, it's not all bad. Not everything aged like milk. They had another hit song, Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Oh, never mind.
One box had a mixture of paperback books and some blocks of wood. The last 2 boxes were the most important. They held photo albums and souvenirs. The boxes were the only ones I opened on sight, as the gnawing feeling of times long past was aching in my chest.
That's really good writing. So back to German McDonald's.
This is the tale of trying to read creepypastas on the internet. Anytime we find something that's not garbage, we ruin it with our garbage.
I feel bad, but I also wouldn't trade it for the world right now because
go read the story for yourself, and enjoy it the way it was meant to be enjoyed. We're going to fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we ruin the story, then it's fair use.
God damn it. How exactly are you arguing that your podcast was transformative? Well, sir, we completely shat on it and ruined everything.
So you're saying that it was critique? No. We just shit on it.
Yeah. If you'll see Exhibit B is a German McDonald's. What?
We go on, Your Honor, for 35 minutes about German McDonald's.
Yes.
This is paragraph 3, by the way.
So, what do you mean by German McDonald's? How is reading a story about a storage unit in Haver, Montana, have anything to do with the German McDonald's?
Exactly.
Well, see,
Your
sir,
Honor.
it's very important to understand that German McDonald's serves 6 million people every day.
God damn it. Fucking hell. Your Honor, I just want to explain. Bear with me here. It's very important that when you gesture to the German McDonald's menu, you use a finger and not your whole hand. Also, you don't want to argue about the prices because they'll call you a cost denier.
God damn it.
Oh, God. Oh. Royale with cheese. I flashed through glimpses of a life.
Yeah.
From Samuel's own youth to his time in college with people I only barely recognize, and eventually snapshots of my younger self. I took in a sense of me playing scenes of me playing with toys, or drawing a picture, or making it into a particularly tricky spot in a video game. But oddly scattered here and there were images of a sterile facility. Ooh, with group shots of smiling people in lab coats.
The Old Spice Factory.
The Old Spice R&D department.
You see, we weren't getting enough advertisements at the time, so our plan, before we had the social media push we have now, was to create a being made out of pure Old Spice classic.
Now he's in the commercials. Do you
Uncle
think...
Sammo.
God damn it. Do you think that when they invent a new type of Old Spice, they have to leave it sit for like a couple decades so it's old when they release it, just so they don't get
Yeah, they have to age it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've invented
Otherwise
this new scent. We can release it in about 10 years.
Man, the lag time is not great. Hey, everybody, our legal team is saying that we can't call this Old Spice anymore, so welcome to Newly Minted Spice.
New Spice! All right.
Towards the end of one of the later albums, some older pictures of Samuel in high school were put in between more recent-looking photos, him and a reddish-brown hair woman with bright green eyes and different locales. Yeah.
I like the idea that sounded like hair woman. It's like she's made completely out of hair.
Hair woman? That's German McDonald's?
Hair woman, stay away.
Walking down the street, hair woman. God fucking damn.
She's got hair
on her feet.
What the fuck are we doing? The very last few photos were depicted.
No.
The same. We're here, in here, stroking out. In here, depicted the same facility at night, a bit older on the outside, but still very well kept, as well as shots of a lab door.
I think that's a typo. It's supposed to be Labrador.
Yeah.
Well, it's a puppy. The last one was taken in the dark with the flash on, reminding me of a crime scene photo from shows and movies. That's a very visceral image.
I am very, very interested where this is going, because...
I am very, very interesting. Hello, I am Abysmii. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, I'm still
Hello,
reeling from
I'm
80 movies right now in my brain.
Hello, I'm Abysmii. I think that you'll find conversing with me is very stimulating, as I am a smart person.
This has been my eHarmony profile video.
God damn it.
After loading these containers into my car, I returned to examine the file cabinets toward the back.
Paprika is just like, I'm not filming these videos anymore for you.
This is... So that's, she really shouldn't have agreed to that as part of the divorce proceedings, so she had to help me set up my eHarmony profile. Look, if we're splitting up, you're going to have to get me off the ground here.
Can you be your own divorce lawyer?
No. Wait. No, you can't, because you can't.
Oh, you don't sound confident. I'm beginning to think you're not a real lawyer at all.
Gross.
Well, you can't represent both parties. It was at this time when I noticed the Jugs of Old Spice Classic. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Who knew that we would call that?
Are you serious? Oh, please tell me he's actually in Old Spice R&D and they're like Old Spice's people.
Please.
No doubt the source of the room's scent. As I got near the jugs, I noticed an additional smell that was obscured by the deodorant, something I couldn't quite place but was familiar from a long forgotten experience. I like the fact that smell is triggering memory nostalgia so much in this protagonist. I did not want to...
Nostalgia triggering in me. All that I
smell. Absolutely.
Classic Old Spice.
Classic Old Spice. I did not want
I cannot
to quite...
score. I cannot...
I did not want to quite tamper with it, as my priority was on the cabinets and the smell wasn't overwhelming. A check of the cabinets showed that they were sorted alphabetically, though the taped-up one's postcard-sized label read NDA 2019.
What does NDA stand for, Abysmii?
Non-disclosure agreement, but why would that be in the what?
It stands for Never Date Abysmii.
Until 2019. Hey, I'm dateable again. I pulled over the first cabinet containing open, containing documents organized A to I.
No, he just pulls it over. He just knocks the cabinet over.
I mean, I would. Organized A to I, divided into drawers A to C, D to F, and G to I. Before I could fully investigate, I heard a familiar voice from outside the container unit. Hey, Bugaboo!
I think you read that wrong.
Okay.
Hey, Bugaboo!
You want vodka?
Hello! I turned around.
It's me, Bugaboo, clown for the German, Russian McDonald's, whatever. Fuck you.
Hey, Bugaboo! It's me, Bugaboo, the clown who thinks everyone is him.
I'm Bugaboo-kin.
Bugaboo-kin. God damn it. I turned around, and at the opening of the steel unit was Sam himself. They're setting up an Avengers initiative. Almost exactly as I remembered him. Colorful shirt and all. The only difference from photos and my recollection was that his hair had already started graying a little in some places, mainly his crotch. To his right was the woman I saw in the photo albums, and she too was wearing a vibrantly colored sweater.
Dirty hippies.
God damn it. For a moment I was speechless, but eventually the warmth of familiar fondness overcame the shock of being reunited without much warning. I'm gonna read this too, fuck you. Hi, Sam, I started. You here to get your stuff? I already packed up some of it, so I'll help you bring it back to your place. All right. So Sam has arrived. I didn't think he was going to be in this, but he's here.
Me too. I thought he was dead.
I was questioning that through the entire time because I'm like, they never said that Sam is dead. It's just like, hey, the time is right.
Oh my god. What if we've called this super fucking hard? This is all, like experimental Old Spice, and a Russian operative has replaced Sam, who is dead, and is going to steal the secret ingredients.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the idea that so like Sam has this older lady is just like, the Old Spice, it turns off all the young ladies. Get you MILFs though. Sam sighed in relief, scratching his scruffy facial hair. Thanks a lot. I won't really be needing most of what you've got. Just some old photo albums. Albums for photos.
How do you say in English? Oh, yes, photos albums.
Photos albums, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the rest you can have. What about these filing cabinets, I asked. I was thinking I wouldn't need another day to get these. I wouldn't need another day to get these out. But I wouldn't mind if you wanted to move these now. Yeah, that'd be great, he replied. Oh, and completely forgot to introduce Harper.
Harper,
yes.
I take Vig and glue it onto her head, and then I make love to her face.
God damn it!
Let's call that the shame spear. He gestured to his companion, who was already starting to move a filing cabinet despite her frail appearance. Harper, this is my nephew, Jacob.
Oh.
Highlight the paragraphs. I know what I'm reading. Harper, still holding onto the filing cabinet, holding it up, just carrying it, turned toward me, shyly turned.
Harper was really getting turned on that filing cabinet, just grinding up and down it.
Just opened it up and took a big ol' whiff. Shyly detached from the immediate conversation and muttered a quick greeting. She had already brought it toward the opening of the unit, so I naturally followed close behind with the cabinet I was preparing to look at. On the trek over to Sam's car, we made some small talk about the weather and what was going on at the Fleming Storage Unit. After we hooked a right by Pollock Street, and out of earshot of any passerby, Sam opened up to me about his personal life and his job.
Have you ever heard of vodka? Now, I guess I'll do. These files were about my work at the facility. I'm Dracula, he said. There really isn't much I can share about what exactly we did, and I was really only expecting you to go in here once the non-disclosure's over in a couple years. We approached his new, yet modest, blue car, and he unlocked the trunk. As the cabinets were carefully put on their backs into the car, Sam carefully addressed me once more. Blah, we worked on biological engineering, you see, trying to revolutionize medicine by forcing our way into new discoveries. We became vampires. We had some success, but not really anything worth talking about, at least not for now.
That's the name of my new album, Come Over When Your Non-Disclosure's Over.
Come on over when your non-disclosure's over. I'll call you over and bend you over. No, what?
Harper piped up at this. Come on now, Sam. Jacob doesn't want to hear. Yeah, she's Southern. Jacob doesn't want to hear. Jacob doesn't want to hear about him right now.
What?
Let's just focus.
Doesn't want to hear about who? What?
What'd you put on him? Jacob doesn't need this put on him right now. He doesn't want to hear about it. He doesn't need to hear about it. Doesn't need to put on him. Let's just focus on moving this stuff and catching up on these presents.
God damn it. 80 presents. I wonder what could be. They're all roughly VHS sized.
I'm the present.
You know what I like? Okay.
Yes. Tell us what you like.
I like the idea of a Southern belle marrying a Russian dude, and somebody saying, "What could you two possibly have in common?" And they both answer in unison, "Support of Trump."
Ooh,
Yes.
topical.
I was walking around telling people how awesome Trump is, and I met her.
My dearest Dimitri, I only remember like it was yesterday that we were at that Trump rally.
God damn it.
Oh, boy.
You reeked of vodka and Old Spice, and that's just like what Daddy used to make.
When Trump said, "Get him out of here. No, don't give him his coat," and then we made love on the coat.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, God damn it.
Christ on the cracker. Samuel just silently held his arms up in forfeit. The last cabinets in a few boxes of Old Spice were packed up without any fuss, and the three of us went to Marg Madness, which is a Tex-Mex restaurant.
You're a Tex-Mex restaurant.
If there wasn't anything, I just love Marg Madness. I'm just reveling in the fact that I came up with that title.
God damn it.
If there wasn't anything that I wanted to keep with me from the 10th, would have been this small get-together. We put aside the grim reality of the body entombed in metal, the needless secrecy and seclusion we had made, and we instead caught up with each other. I had learned so much about Sam, more than what I did as a child, and catching him and Harper up with my life story was entertainingly therapeutic.
By the way, for anybody who's just joining us and doesn't know what the Fleming Storage Unit Project is, one of the storage units, they found a dead body in it. So that's not a reference to anything in this specific story.
Yeah.
No, it's just the inciting incident for the entire writing project. It was a deeply personal moment for all of us, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. It was the autumn dusk spring upon the world.
Okay.
Listen.
It was the autumn dusk. It was the spring mist.
It was the dusk of times. It was the autumn of sprung.
Yeah.
As the
DP.
autumn dusk sprung upon the world.
DP, when you read stories, it's like a dude trying to pass a test on the roadside after he's been drunk driving. I can walk a line. There's no fucking problem with that, buddy.
I can walk a line. It's perfectly fine. And it's just like, okay. It's
You
like,
fall
well,
backwards.
I'll need my keys. And it's like, no, sir, you need to walk in a line. I can walk in a line perfectly fine. Just
The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, and the fastest distance between me and the McDonald's is in my car. So give him the keys.
Get in, officer. We're going to Germany. Oh, should I change like the font color on this on the site? Make it
No, you
Okay.
do not mess with this. This is the best.
As the autumn dusk sprung upon the world, we made our goodbyes. Harper was making one last check between our cars, trying to ensure that everything was all set. It was during this time when Samuel closely and softly spoke the most out-of-place farewell I've ever experienced. This is, I wouldn't say like touching, but like comfy and like oddly heartwarming. I really enjoy it.
the most softly spoke, the most out of place farewell I have ever experienced. Smell you later, baby. What?
We pumped it
Uncle
from out
Sammo?
of the ground, poked
Okay.
and prodded it in ways it wasn't meant to. I still believe that what we were doing can work. We were so close. The problem is it wouldn't stop growing to fit the subject, even after it was removed. I want you to preserve it. And with that, he climbed into the driver's seat and closed the car door. Harper, satisfied with her mental checklist, gave me a cheery wave goodbye and went into the passenger seat. The blue car unceremoniously drove off, vanishing into the distance.
Okay, we
It
pumped.
was only then that I looked over at my passenger seat and saw a MAGA hat.
No!
One parting gift.
No! Okay,
Make
so
America Germany again.
build a wall down the middle. So I spoke over you at the start of that. We pumped it out from the ground, or we pumped it from out the ground, poked it
Yeah.
and prodded it in ways it wasn't meant to. What?
So,
The Old Spice?
whatever's making the Old Spice?
His oil.
I went back into the storage unit to close it indefinitely when I noticed a lone, forgotten, and worn-out cardboard box of Old Spice Classic. Curiosity gripped me, and I opened up the box to inspect the jug. This is where the smell hit me, and I recognized...
I love the idea of Old Spice jugs.
Yeah.
Not bottles. Jugs, like giant moonshine jugs.
This is where the smell hit me, and I recognized it immediately as formaldehyde.
Ooh.
I had to see what was in the jug, especially when I could sense soft, solid objects inside. Opening it and shining a phone light inside, I saw the fruits of Samuel's research. Pale bits of a rat's ear and legs that looked like they were formed from mold, so they molded over, and a chunk of matter with reddish-brown hairs and a partly formed bright green eye.
I thought Harper was a person that they made in a lab.
I closed the jug, nearly convinced the eye twitched to look at me, and hurriedly packed it back up. With the box and arm, I nervously pulled down the steel door for the last time, and went on my way to safeguard Samuel's legacy.
The mention of 80s movies probably should have tipped us off, but this is a very, like,
Weird science.
yeah, like, quote-unquote bad 80s horror movie.
So, as it turned out, Harper's Bazaar.
As it turned out, the story was dumb. No.
God damn it.
I like the idea that could happen. Like at first I was like, making an entire person out of a rat. Then I realized like, oh, they're trying to turn a rat into a human. So like Harper was probably like a real normal person. He was just trying to like make another Harper out of a rat, I think.
Maybe.
Because that seems more sensible. Leave a comment below what you think is more sensible, that Harper is a rat or that they're trying to reverse engineer a Harper out of a rat.
Preserving Pixis. Pixis is
An old Sega game.
well, it's a constellation. It is a genus of turtle. It is a piece of ancient Greek pottery, and It's a medical corporation, but nothing related to this. Okay, interesting. Well, still, that was really good. I liked it. Written well, very, very intriguing, and sorry for tearing it apart. And not for tearing it apart, but for just saying stupid shit over it for so long.
So, I have a question for you guys. When are we going to do the episode where we scroll to the bottom of this thread and read the second draft of this story?
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, god damn it.
We read the wrong draft, you fucks.
Well, it doesn't look too different. Whatever.
It
was
explains it right here, but we didn't read this version, so oh well.
But I mean, if this was a first draft, it was really good. Like,
yeah, no,
I would not change much, honestly.
No, there was like a typo or two, and then that was pretty much it.
Paragraph
like
spacing, but
yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the second draft at the bottom, the Uncle Sam says in a quote here,
"Give me your money."
Yeah, give me your money. No, the uncle has a quote
It's
here.
April, motherfucker. Pay up.
God fucking damn it.
Pay up, motherfucker, pay up. Pay up, motherfucker, pay up.
Socks on the stage.
Reference to the real Chuck E. Cheese. Anyway, that was that was where I was going with that.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
Welcome to Rasputrid's Putrid Movie Show. I am your fearful host, the great Rasputrid. Tonight's feature is a real fear-jerker. So, stay right fear and experience the fear. I'm sorry, an angry spirit is talking to me through my Bluetooth fear piece. What? Jordan, this is not the time. I'm telling our fearest viewers about the movie, and well, fearest is the word dearest, but with fear instead of dear. It's called a portmanteau. It's a combination of two words that... Huh? The problem isn't the portmanteaus. It's that I keep using the word fear for every bit of wordplay. I fear that I can't leave what I'm fearing. I can't believe what I'm hearing, in other words. Well, what would you have me say then? No, this is your hill to die on, Jordan. Interrupting a live broadcast of my show to... In fact, you know what? Why don't we just make this your show, Jordan? Jordan's Putrid Movie Show rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? No, please, Jordan. Take a seat on the throne of fear. Here, take my fear diary and read a passage about tonight's B-movie masterpiece. I insist. Take the fucking book, Jordan. Not so tough without Daddy here to strong-arm the talent, huh? I hate you, Jordan, and nobody likes you. Anyway, my fear viewers, before I was rudely infearupted, I was about to introduce tonight's movie. What? Yes, I'm doing it on purpose now, you insufferable, quivering little cuck. Fear. I fear that fear is near. Feel the fear before I fear you in the fear hole. Jesus Christ. I'll say fear as much as I fearking want. Public access cable is not worth this amount of harassment. Tonight's movie is Attack of the Planet People. It was made in the 1950s, and the director was a foot fetishist who ended up hanging himself. Whatever. Roll the goddamn video. I'm calling my agent. My fear-agent.
The Martial Law Mini Nuke Corporation proudly presents Attack of the Planet People.
Mike Diva. Mike Diva is a guy who's like one of those big YouTuber guys that I think worked with like Smosh and, things like that, but don't hold it against him. He's actually makes, some interesting very well produced, very, slick videos that have sort of like horror elements to them, just kind of surrealist elements, things like that. I would say, in my plug, give Mike Diva a second chance, even though he was associated with one of the most annoying things on YouTube back in the day. He's got good stuff out. And what do you guys think of Mike Diva?
My Diva.
No.
Yeah.
No. Geez, when you said you had nothing prepared, I didn't realize you meant, like, words in general.
Hadn't prepared learning English or anything along those lines.
Oh, God. So do either of you know who that is?
Vaguely. Is he the guy who did, like, the, he made some songs?
What now?
He made some songs?
Pretty much, I guess you could say that, yeah. He made
like,
some songs.
Did the thing with the one kid who was like about kazoos?
Yes, he did
Kazoo
the trap
Kid.
remix of Kazoo Kid, yeah. But
That's
yeah,
good stuff.
yeah, I mean, if you look into his stuff, you'll find some stuff in there that's like surrealist, almost, bordering on horror type stuff. It's just pretty interesting. So,
Cool.
Anyway, that's the end of that.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Trying to get blood from a stone.
I was like, okay, guys, let's do this. We're going to get 2 episodes done. Oh my god, no, I'm dying.
DP, why don't you do a plug for like sleep medication? Pretend that you've taken it.
Okay, listen, Ambien. Take handfuls of it. Just take handfuls of Ambien. Everybody take handfuls of Ambien and you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. DP is a doctor.
100% doctor lawyer.
He's that one doctor when they say 9 out of 10 doctors recommend the really healthy good thing. He's the one doctor who doesn't. It's like, take Ambien.
There needs to be more commercials where it's like 9 out of 10 doctors, but they show the 10 doctors and one doctor is just has his arms folded, shaking his head disapprovingly.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should use Colgate.
And he's got like a really big crucifix around his neck. It's like,
But
I believe in different things.
The crucifix is upside down.
Yes. He's got black eyeliner that's like dripping.
This is a weird amalgamation of the character. Disapprove.
What is happening?
I would say you could call him the 10th Doctor, but that's already taken.
Oh boy. What I'm saying is moon eggs.
Yeah, moon eggs.
Mm.